Mexico's road to the 2026 World Cup officially starts now. It is the first set of friendlies leading up to the big tournament next year. And first, we're going to go up against Japan, and then we're going to go up against South Korea on Tuesday. What are your instant predictions for the first game this Saturday against Japan in Oakland?
Well, obviously Japan has a very strong squad. On paper, they have a squad a lot better than ours, more talented. They have nothing but players playing in Europe. I think only five, six players play in Japan, and the other 20 something are playing in very, very good teams in Europe. Particularly the Bundesliga and the Prem. Like they're gonna have Endo from Liverpool, Minamino, Kubo. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Like the how good their roster is. But with that being said, we absolutely own Japan. And not just historically, recently as well. I mean, over the last 20 years, we beat them 5 times, which includes 2 times in the Olympics, in the semifinal in 2012 when we ended up winning gold. And then in their home stadium in Japan in 2021, when we beat them 3-1 in the bronze medal game. They had a lot of the players that are playing in this game, they had them on that day. They had Endo, they had Kubo. I think they had Dohan as well. We had Johan Vasquez, we had Cesar Montes, we had Jorge Sanchez as well. Like a lot of players are going to feature in this game too. So I don't know what it is, but we historically own them. So with that being said, I'm going to go with a 2-1 win. As cocky as that sounds, I'm not going to predict Japan to beat us when they haven't done it in over 20, 30 years when we routinely beat them. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win. I'm going to go with goals from Santi Jimenez and Raul Jimenez, both of our strikers.
I'm going to agree and disagree with you here. I'm going to agree with you that, I mean, the stats are there. We do kind of own these guys. We always end up beating them. We never lose. I don't think we're going to win, but we're not going to lose. I think we're going to go and get a draw 1-1. I just think the roster they have compared to ours is just much better. I mean, like you said, they have only like 5 or 6 players playing in Japan in their roster. The rest playing in Europe. You forgot to mention some players too. I mean, they have players from Crystal Palace like Kamada. Even their 21-year-old goalkeeper, Sion Suzuki from Parma. He's one of the upcoming goalkeepers in world football right now. I mean, it's going to be a very tough game. And especially right now, how we keep struggling to like score more than 3 goals in a game. Sometimes even 2. It's going to be very hard to break them down. And as we found out a couple days ago, Chino Huerta will not be in the roster no more due to injury. So that might be a pretty big loss when it comes to depth or even creativity if he was to start. So I'm going to go 1-1, and I think our goal score, man, this is tough. I'm going to go with Alexis Vega since he did score against them in the 2021 Olympics. But yeah, it's going to be a very tough game, man. Like, if we couldn't break down teams in the Gold Cup as we wanted them to, then it's going to be almost impossible to break a team like Japan down.
I don't know. I think it might be easier to play against teams that aren't afraid of us, because when we play teams with low blocks, it is kind of hard to break them down when they're just defending with 10 players. But I don't think Japan's going to play like that at all. If anything, they're going to press us a lot, which could lead to trouble. But then it also means we could probably hit them on the counter. So I don't know. It's going to be a very interesting game. It is a very, very tough game. I mean, Japan is, for me, one of the dark horses for the 2026 World Cup. Not to like maybe win the whole thing, but to make a very deep run. They have a very good team. They've been improving like immensely over the last 15 years. And if you were to actually say, like, if there's a non-European, non-South American team to win the World Cup, like, who would be the first one? Japan's probably number 1 on the list. Like, that's how good they are. So it is going to be a very tough game, but I don't know. I just think history is going to repeat itself. I think Mexico just beating Japan, this football heritage at this point. So that's why I'm going to predict us to win. But it is going to be very tough. Very, very tough. And if we do win, it'll be very impressive because they are a good team.
Yeah, if we win, even if it's just by 1, I'll be very impressed. I'm not even going to lie. Now, moving on to the next game against South Korea. This one, I'm a bit more confident. But just like Japan and many other Asian teams, Mexico does own South Korea as well. I mean, we beat them in the 2018 World Cup. We've beat them in a couple of friendlies in the 2010s that I remember. I mean, I think Alan Pulido scored a hat-trick against them one time. But in their roster, they still called up Heung-min Son, even though he transferred to LAFC. Kim Min-jae from Bayern, and the one goalkeeper that made Mexico qualify to the round of 16 in the 2018 World Cup, Jo Hyun-woo. He might be starting. He's pretty good.
Did you say the guy from PSG? He's also there too, I think, right?
Lee Kang-in, yeah. So yeah, they do have a couple of players in Europe, but not as good as Japan, obviously. I'm gonna go a bit more confident here. I think we'll keep a clean sheet, and I'll go 2-0. Again, a bit low scoring, but we should get the job done against South Korea.
Yeah, I agree. I'm also going to go with another 2-1 again. As boring as that sounds, I'm predicting us to win both games 2-1. And this one, I'll say Santi scores and then Cesar Montes scores from a set piece. I think that's going to be a very successful window, in my opinion. Again, because as good as Korea is, we historically, for some reason, are very, very good against Asian teams, against especially the top two Asian teams, or I would even say top three. We usually always beat Iran too. The last three times we played Korea, we beat them all three times. They haven't beat us in 20 years, since 2005, 2006, I believe. And we beat them in the 2018 World Cup. So I think we have a very good record against them. Again, I'm going to go with a 2-1. I think it will be easier than the Japan game. I agree with you there as well. And I think that game is where? I think in Nashville or something, somewhere random.
Yeah, somewhere random.
But it's going to depend a lot on our rotations because, like, he might completely change lineups both games. He might go with starters. I recommend El Vasco play the best players he can. I'm like, the reason we're getting these friendlies against top teams is to test out our starters, not to like give like I mean, yeah, we do want to rotate a bit as well, but like we need to see where we're at as a team, like heading into the World Cup. So like I think we have to play pretty much our best players in both games, in my opinion, with a few changes here and there.
Who, in your opinion, is your ones to watch player from the Mexico roster for these two friendlies?
What do you mean by ones to watch?
Who are you paying attention to the most out of the roster here?
For me, it has to be the right wingers. The right wingers, like we saw, it was a complete week. We keep saying this, by the way. We've been saying it for months. It's been a weakness since the Nations League. It was a weakness in the Gold Cup, and then Chino Huerta just got injured, so he's also out. I think the moment Piojo Alvarado is not good right now. He's not the best. So I think for me, my ones to watch player would be Lainez.
For me, I mean, we're getting so repetitive with this guy, and it's getting to a point where I'm starting to get annoyed. But it has to be Santi Jimenez, bro. Like, bro, just score. Just put the fries in the bag. Just score a tap in, something. Just once out of these two games. Like, you're going to start one of these games. I don't know which one. But just do something. Especially right now because AC Milan he's getting a bit criticized by his own fans. He needs like a boost of confidence. And I'll be definitely rooting for him to score because he definitely needs that right now. He has a lot of weight on his shoulders right now. Not just from Milan fans, even Mexico fans. So I need one, Santi, por favor. But those were our two predictions for Mexico's official start to the 2026 World Cup. Let us know in the comments your guys' predictions. We would like reading all your guys' comments. Make sure to drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe for the best Mexican footy content on the planet. Hit the post notice for the next episode. When these games are over, we'll be reacting to them. And yeah, catch you guys next video.
Peace.